Please tell us, how did you get into consulting?
Got it. So typically consulting firms, they come for campus placements in tier one colleges, IITs and NITs, and sometimes BITS as well. And, there's a typical process that they follow. There's a shortlisting process in which your resume gets shortlisted. After that, you have to give case interviews with these consulting firms. And then you get selected after a couple of rounds of interviews. So that's how the process works. I sat for campus placements. That's how I got in. If you want to know more about the entire process, how it worked out for me. So typically, as I said, there are two steps involved in the process. The first step is shortlisting. While shortlisting, your resume is very important. Consulting firms typically look for 3 to 4 peaks or spikes in your resume. And those spikes are those things which set you apart. They could be a position of responsibility. They could be an amazing internship that you did. They could be a research paper that you published. They could be a sports medal that you got. For me, those 3 things were A, my internship at Dr. Reddy's. I got a PPO there. B, my position of responsibility, position of leadership at IIT Kanpur's entrepreneurship cell. I was their overall coordinator. And lastly, I had a research paper in chemical engineering. With those 3 things, I got shortlisted into, I cleared the first round of shortlisting at BCG and Bain. I didn't clear the second round of shortlisting at BCG, but did clear that for Bain. Now, once you're across shortlisting, the next step there is preparing for case interviews. So I prepared a lot of case interviews, prepared for HR very, very well. I think I did 100 plus cases in my prep. Then on the day of the interview, we were called to Bain's office in Gurgaon. Over there, I think there were 3 rounds of interviews that happened for me. The first 2 rounds were case study rounds. And typically there are 2 kinds of cases. One kind of case is profit and loss, profitability case. Second case is a market entry case. I think I was asked both of them. First round was more towards the profitability side. Second round was more towards the market entry side. I think case interviews went very, very well. I was confident that I was going to go into the third round. Third round was completely HR. They asked me questions around my resume, around the weak points or weak links in my resume. I kind of screwed up there. So at the end, I was feeling that I won't get in. But luckily, my case interviews were so good that I eventually got in. And yeah, that's been my journey to get into consulting.